Hello, this is an explanation on how we make our money in Viva MK. What we'll do, first of all, is we will teach you to collect orders and generate orders of approximately £300 a week, £1,200 a month. It's easy, it's simple to do, and it's actually quite fun. Now, we can do this in a number of ways. The first way is by distributing and collecting catalogues in your local area with goods as varied and as wide as superb British cleaning products to Christmas catalogue at the moment, because we do a seasonal catalogue at the moment. It's a Christmas one because people have already started ordering for Christmas. Catalogue with very keenly priced makeup and beauty products starting from around £6. Very affordable. The other way that you can do it is by actually posting adverts online in social media. Facebook, Twitter, Gumtree, eBay and any other social media platform that you actually use. So if you do have a large friends list or something like that, see, it's a very good way of actually moving product. Now the good news is you get free catalogues to start, so you don't have to pay for your catalogues, which is good, and it's also totally free to join. There's no actual outlay from yourself to get up and running and earning money. Okay, now all you might want to do is earn a part-time income purely retailing, distributing catalogues or posting online, and that's fine if you do. But if ever circumstances change and you'd like to earn a little bit more money, or once friends, family, colleagues see you earning extra money, they might ask you how to do the same. Also, your circumstances might change. Perhaps your hours got cut at work, or you need a pay rise. Then you can also earn a little bit of extra money without actually increasing the hours that you're working. I'll explain a little bit more how we do this. Okay, so let's presume then, as you can see in this example here, that you carry on doing your £1,200. Now let's presume that you find two people who would also like to earn £420 a month extra. Now what happens is they actually join Viva MK, but their orders are linked to you. So what happens is at the end of every month, as well as you making your retail profit of £420, head office will actually pay you an extra bonus directly into your bank based on the turnover of your whole team. So you can actually see on this example here that you've made £420 as normal. It's worth mentioning here as well that these people have also made £420. Now these people never pay you any money at all. Head office pay these people directly, so or they collect their cash as they're delivering their orders and they keep their retail profit themselves. So no way are they actually taking any money from you, and you're not giving any money to them. Now what happens in this business is you will still keep your retail profit of £420, but head office will actually pay you an extra bonus because actually you are the people that introduced these two people to Viva MK and increased their turnover profit of £80. So in this example here, you've earned £500 in a month for no extra work. Okay, let's move this on a little further. Let's say for example now that you want to earn even more money, and over a period of time you actually introduce 5 people into your team, and let's just presume they all do £1,000, A, B, C, D, E. So that's the 5 people that you introduced. Now let's presume A actually finds somebody else that wants to earn £420 more per month and introduces them. So they join in A's team. Now the good news is anybody that joins any of these people also belong to your team. Nobody pays anybody any money. It's all paid directly via head office. So nobody's earnings are affected. The price never alters on any of the products that are actually moved directly to your customers. So that person's found somebody that wants to earn some extra money. So is B. So is D. And in this example, on your second level here, which is what that's called, because it's 2 levels deep from you, he's found somebody as well. So there's actually 3 levels of people in this example here in your team. And yes, just like in the example before, all this counts up and you get paid bonuses on all of these levels. So how does that affect your income? So you've still got a personal retail sales of £1,200. It may be more at this stage because your customer base is growing. It's because we don't drop catalogues, if that's what you decide to do, forever to people that don't buy. So after a period of about 3 months, you're only going to be actually delivering catalogues to people that order from you, and they're your customers that you'll look after. So your retail profit is still £420. But what's happened now, look, is your group turnover is £10,200. Now that's extra income all going to Viva MK. And you were the person that started all this off, so they will actually pay you these bonuses directly to you in your bank. So what you've actually earned there is £420, which is your retail profit. Now, head office will pay you £207 bonus on level 1 because all these people joined you personally, and on level 2 they'll actually pay you £80. So you've actually earned in total £707, which is £297 more than you'd have earned if you'd have just been a retailer on your own doing £1,200. Now, as I said to you, that's level 1 there, that's level 2, and that's level 3. To actually be paid 3 levels down, there are some other things that play here. But at the moment, I'll just explain it 2 levels down so that it's easier for you to actually understand. As your team grows, so does your income. If others in your team, like A, B and D and H, decide to build teams, as I've said to you before, you do also get paid on all their teams' bonuses and levels. And it's also worth mentioning again, to save any confusion, that all bonuses are paid directly by Viva MK, and no money is taken from anybody in anybody else's business to pay anybody else. That's actually illegal. You can't do that. So obviously we can't run an illegal business. So you might be interested to know that. Now if you were to build the team to the executive levels, which obviously we can go on to explain at a later date, you'll actually be paid between 3 and 4% of all orders that your team turns over. So if your turnover in your team is, say for example, 70, 80,000 pounds a month, which can easily happen, that all adds up to a very nice bonus check at the end of the month. Now, this income actually keeps coming in. Now, if you build it correctly, it'll actually keep dropping in your bank every month, and there isn't actually a requirement for you to do any retailing at this point. So, a lot of people actually start doing this to build a pension pot, because unlike a job income, it doesn't stop when you retire. It carries on going, so you can actually build an income that will last you well into your retirement. Now, the other thing that you can do is retirement doesn't have to be an age. It has to be a number, but it doesn't have to be an age, because obviously retirement age is increasing, constantly increasing. I mean, at the moment, if you were born after 1960, you've got to work to 67. 67 years of age still working before you can get a state pension. If you haven't got a private pension, that can be a bit of a bind, because at 67, depending on your job, you might be not physically capable of doing that job. So the other thing is, when you've reached an income from this business and your team is providing it, you can actually take the decision to retire. Now, if you're 30, and you've managed to do this 5, 10 years, you could be retired at 35 or 40. Not many people can afford to put into a pension pot, even if they start really early in life. When they start work, the amount of money that's required to actually have a decent pension to retire on. So it is a very good option for future pensions and people who are looking towards the future as well. Now, we manufacture around high quality cleaning products right here in the UK. Now, along with pet products and superior in quality products available on far superior to the products available on high street. Our cleaning products are also not tested on animals. We supply homeware, cooking aids, bedding, makeup and seasonal products, as I've said, all with internet specials. People choosing to build an online business which don't actually appear in the catalogue. They're always on trend. They're always things that people are buying right now, especially coming up to Christmas and it's Easter and Halloween and things like that, and they move very fast. Now, these are products that head office have bought at a good price, and when they're gone, they're gone. That's why we don't actually put them in the catalogue. So these are also things that you can also promote to your friends, work colleagues and people online as well, which, as I said, we can help you to do. Now, you might ask yourself, how can we afford to pay out so much money in commission and bonus? I'll briefly explain that to you. This is the standard distribution method of getting products directly to customers. So a factory, if you look on the far left, it'll manufacture a product. Now that could be in this country, it could be in India, Korea, China, doesn't matter where it is. In fact, if it's abroad, obviously there's more chains in this because there's shipping costs, there's import taxes, there's all kinds of things. And then it's actually distributed to a major distributor, a warehouse. Now that then is actually moved to a wholesaler. The wholesaler will supply it to the shop, and the shop then supplies it to the consumer. You may have often heard when people turn around and say, they pick something up in a shop and say, this is £10. I can't believe that. I bet it only cost 50p to make. Yeah, well, it probably did at the factory, but obviously it has to make a profit on that. So the major distributor will pay a profit, add a markup to the price of it. Now he will then sell it to a wholesaler. The distributor has to make a profit, so it increases again in price. The wholesaler will supply it to the retail store or the outlet, who has to make a profit. The wholesaler has to make a profit, so the price goes up again. The wholesaler moves it to the retail store. Now the retail store has to put a profit on it to sell it to the consumer. So there are all these steps along the way where the price increases. So by the time it gets to the consumer, you and I, who buy the things, they're actually paying for every single person's profit because you're the last one in the line. So you end up paying the profit of all of these people. Now that's how it traditionally works. Now the retailer obviously has overheads, lights, heating, rent, stock, everything like that. So his markup has to cover that as well, the price of running his actual business. So what our method of distribution does is it removes everybody. So the manufacturer makes it, and then, as is in the cleaning products, we make those, and then we send them directly to you. You then deliver these products to your customers, and then you make the markup and the profit. So all this money here has been saved, which allows Viva MK to pay out all of these bonuses and share it with its distributors. The other thing worth remembering is that customers also love the personal service that you can offer them, something that's sadly lacking now in a lot of outlets. Now you can do this part-time, full-time, but it's always in your own time. Now you make your hours what you want them to be. Catalogue delivery enables you to work hours at yourself. Do you want to work 2 hours a day, 6 hours a Monday, all day Saturday, a few hours on a Sunday? It's ideal. The money you earn is related to the amount of catalogues delivered, the amount of social media activity and orders placed. The hours are totally flexible. You can work in the morning, you can work in the afternoons, you can work in the evenings, or the weekends. You pick them. Now if you're a young family and you have children, you may be finding it very difficult to get jobs that are actually fitting around your commitments with your children. This is the perfect answer to that. The other thing is it can be worked alongside your current job. Many people in this type of business, weekends, evenings, just to fit in with themselves really. It's not affecting your income, but it's an extra income. Now that can make all the difference. Even on the retail, £400, £500 a month, that's a lot of money. That can be half a mortgage. It can be a holiday, a good one, every year if you put the money away. It can be a new car. You can buy a new car for £100 now, and payments that you can well afford to pay out of the profit that you're making from this business. So what you've got to ask yourself is, would 100 to 500 extra per month part-time help you? With a no risk option. You're not risking any money. There's no money to invest. And if you hate your job and you've always wanted to work for yourself and just walk away from a job, then in 3 to 5 years working part-time, you can actually build a business that will do that, and we can help you to do that. How else could you do it? The only other way is going to a bank, a building society, lending money to get started, maybe putting your house up as collateral, lend the money to do it. Very risky. With this kind of business, and especially with Viva MK, you're not investing money, you're investing time. Now the larger incomes that are available along also come with free travel and a free car. Build your business to the diamond level, which is a very high level within the business, which we can also show you how to do. You can be awarded a £30,000 car. Now this isn't a company car, this is your car to keep. And as part of our team, courtesy of Mike and Amanda Bibby, who are part of our training and network support team, they're actually putting up an offer, a free trip to New York. So you can qualify for that. And you can also qualify for a family holiday here in the UK for you, the wife and the children. So just by doing this part-time, you could find yourself in New York free, or on a family holiday free, or even both. Okay, I mentioned our free training and support system, so actually who's involved in that? Mike Bibby, the guy who's actually paying for these incentives out of his own pocket, has been massively successful in this form of business for many years. Mike started off as a plasterer, then went on to be a prison officer, and Amanda, his wife, actually used to be a hairdresser. They started both with children that they were bringing up, not much time spare, and they started part-time and became millionaires through this kind of business. They've built a hugely successful business. Rob Foster is also in our upline there. He used to be a blacksmith in a shipyard up north. He is now a multi-millionaire because of this business. Debbie G. Now Debbie is our social media expert. Debbie can teach you how to be proficient in online marketing. Social media is Debbie's speciality. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the others I mentioned before. Now she actually managed in her 30s to become mortgage free. So there's a lady who from this kind of business who became mortgage free purely by doing what she's prepared to teach you to do. Okay, guys, that's about it, really. So, what I would say to you is this: it's not going to cost you anything. So, what have you got to lose? But look what you've got to gain. Even if it's £400 a month, maybe to just go on holiday with the children, or just to have a bit of spending money left at the end of the month that your job's not providing for you because you're on minimum wage, maybe, or you're not getting the pay that you deserve. I only heard this week off one of my customers that she's taking a £500 a month pay cut because the council can't afford to pay the wages anymore in the care homes that she works at. Her hours are the same. She works nights. They've taken all the shift allowances away and they've reduced her money straight down to minimum wage. This can happen at any time in anybody's job. You can be made redundant at any time in anybody's job. What this can give you is a chance to build a safety net. So even if you're earning, let's say £1,000 a month part-time that nobody can take away from you, and you fall out of work, maybe you're not going to fall quite as far, because if you've got an income of £500 or £1,000 a month coming in, wouldn't that help? Okay, so interesting getting started. Can you think of any reasons we can't get you started today? No? That's great.